vaniglia, panna montata, zucchero, latte, uovo, lampone, pie.
Okay, so we're gonna boil a pint of milk, which a pint is 2 cups.
Okay, so we're going to take 4 egg yolks and we're just going to put them in here before we put the sugar in. I'm going to save the egg whites so we can have some eggs after this while it's cooking. Okay, so just going to wash that off here. We are going to take, and our milk is going to a boil, which is working out nice for us. We're going to take 5/8 a cup of sugar and we're going to put that in. So just want to get a nice, perfect thing here. I'm going to put that in. That's 4/8, so we'll just put a tiny bit more in. We'll guesstimate. Sugar really isn't that important if you have it or don't. Let me rephrase that. It's good to have a lot of sugar. Alright, so we have this, and now we have a nice little mixture there. We need to get a mixing spoon so that we can mix all of this together and wait while we're waiting for our egg to, while we're waiting for our milk to come to a boil, and then we're going to stir it all in together.
Our crust is ready to be put in the oven. The oven is preheated at 450. So we're just gonna put that in so it can bake, and then we can put our custard inside of it.
And right now, this mixture that we have here is the egg and sugar that you saw earlier. It's nice, light in color and frothy. So we're just going to add the flour in next, and then we're going to slowly and gradually add our boiling milk in.
Alright, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of enriched all-purpose flour. We're just going to mix it in there with the eggs and the sugar. Alright, so we're going to add the milk, the latte, to the ovo, and
Zucchero.
Yes.
We need to add it in gradually, that way it doesn't get added all at once, just a little bit. Oh, you can do one though.
Yeah, I just don't want to like spill it on the floor.
Nah, too much. There we go. Okay, now we just need to kind of stir it in. We're going to make a custard out of this, because we already have our pie crust in, which should be done in a few minutes actually, or less. I'm just going to kind of stir this in gradually.
Someone's here.
It's probably John. We're just going to stir this in gradually, and then we're going to add a little bit more, make a thick custard out of this, and when it cools, we're going to add the next part of our ingredients.
Of the vanilla to the rest of the mix for the custard.
The custard's starting to cool now, which is a good sign. That means it's going to become very slow and it's going to start to thicken up soon. So we're going to have to add in the rest of our ingredients, and then we're going to have a nice thick custard. It's going to be great to put on our pie crust, which is now done, by the way. Thanks to Jonah. Okay, so John's just going to pour the mixture that we just made into the saucepan, and we're going to slowly reheat it, and basically that's all we have to do.
Yeah, then we have to stir it in one direction so that it'll thicken into like a custard like substance.
Then we have to wait for it to cool and put saran wrap on it, that way it doesn't get a skin, because you know when custard has a skin it just doesn't taste that good. So that's basically what we're going to do, and then we're going to pour it onto our pie and have a delicious meal. Okay, so we're going to pour our now thick custard-like mixture into the large mixing bowl that we used earlier, which is clean. And then we're going to fold this whipped topping into it to give it a nice full thickness. Okay, so we're just going to take this and scrape off the edges here. Make it all nice and thick. Okay, watch it jiggle. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of this, scrape it off. Just kind of, not too much. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put that in. And then just kind of fold it over.
Okay, so now that the whipped topping is mixed in with the rest of the custard, we're pouring it into the crust, making it into a pie. And then, once that's done, we'll add some more whipped topping and raspberries on top to give it, to like finish it off nicely and have a nice topping on it.
So we're going to add a dollop of Cool Whip just because, well, we don't need a reason to. So we're going to add that on, just kind of move that over the center a little bit. Apparently it's supposed to look good, but I don't care, I'll eat it either way. Just going to add a little bit more. And then we're going to put some raspberries on, just to give it a nice topping. I'm going to kind of spread the raspberries around. They are already pre-washed. Make it look decorative. This is a Tuscany crostata di frutta, fruit and custard tart. Well, that's pretty much it. Doesn't that look good?